Hey everybody, it's Eric Peacock here from Pure Vita Fitness. Hey, I just wanted to do a quick Facebook Live before I get in my chore list for the night. Uh, I'm going to target guys like me, guys over 35, the dads. Not everybody's a dad, but guys over 35 are typically pretty entrenched into their work life and their careers. Um, a lot of times, family life, kids' activities, all those things can really kind of pull you in different directions. And this is really for the guys that maybe have tried working out or are working out and why things haven't worked in the past, why you don't see your body change. A lot of times guys just kind of show up at the gym and do what they think they're supposed to do what they're taught maybe by their high school football coach, or maybe they read something online. But I want to address three things tonight in this Facebook Live that I think are really important, especially for guys to address if they want to see their bodies change. Was it almost 2 weeks ago, I posted a picture of myself right before my fitness competition. I just turned 47 years old, sitting at a single-digit body fat percentage, not trying to brag or anything, but, I know all this can be done, but I'm also a dad and a husband, and I also have, like I said, I have chores to do tonight. I have a daughter to pick up at dance. I run a very busy personal training business, so I know what it's like for us guys. You don't get a lot of time in the gym. And you want to maximize that time. So what I'm hoping tonight is to really just share some of the things that have worked for me and hopefully impart some wisdom on you guys for guys over 35 that are looking to try to do a better job of getting results in the gym. So number one, I'm going to talk about, and this is for guys, women don't have a problem here, but it is train your legs. All right. And training your legs is not doing the leg extension, leg curl, or the squat rack, the leg press. It is also not the lame ass excuse of, oh, I have a bad back, or I have a bad back, so I can't do squats. Everybody can do squats. Maybe you don't do bar squats, but you can do some form of squats. You can do single leg training, lunges, squats, stationary lunges. That's what's going to cut it, you guys. The other excuse I hear is, oh, I get plenty of leg work from biking, stairmat, stepper. It's not the same thing. It's apples and oranges. We're talking strength training for the legs and working those legs hard. And I'll tell you what, my story back when I was trying to put on muscle, I tried to do that. When I first started lifting weights back in high school, and this goes way back into the 80s, I wanted to get bigger for football. And the first year I lifted weights, I tried to get around doing bar squats. I tried to do leg press, leg extension, I gained some weight, but not really as much as I wanted to. The next year I made a commitment to learn how to do bar squats and do them right. I packed on 25 pounds of muscle, and I added about 4 inches to my legs. My legs were bird legs back then. So I'll tell you what, that squat is a game changer. All right. Training legs hard is a game changer. It's going to round out your physique. Nothing looks sillier than a guy with a big upper body than toothpick legs. That looks silly. And women will tell you the same thing. And most guys want to look good for women, whether they want to admit it or not. And also, too, it's also your foundation. Why does your lower back hurt? Well, because you have a weak foundation. A lot of times a weak foundation is the reason why your knees, your back, all these things hurt, because you're freaking weak. All right. Get stronger. So the best, a guy can talk to me about bench press. A guy can talk to me about all their lifts on their upper body, but I am more impressed by a deadlift or a squat. It takes more effort, more work. But guess what? The one exercises that take the most work yield the best results. And I'll tell you what, those big leg exercises like deadlifts and squats, they help release key hormones, testosterone, growth hormone. These hormones help you add muscle and burn body fat. So they are huge. So do not skip around them. If you're weaning out and skipping around them, you need to stop. And when you start doing them, I'm not telling you to load a bunch of weight on. Learn how to do them right. All right. Too often guys let their ego get in the way and they put a bunch of weight on and do crappy form and they end up hurting themselves, or they do half-assed half squats or something like that. And that's not really getting results. When I first learned to squat, and I'll just tell you, when I first learned to squat, I started with 135, or one big plate on each side. For you guys that know weights, that's not a lot of weight, but I worked on getting down there and doing the form right. And I was doing 135, I remember, for sets of 8. That was in the fall. That same year, not even a year later, I was doing 315 for sets of 6 in high school. So the squat will get stronger fast if you do the form right. So center your workouts around squats. I like split squats too, where you take a bar on your back and do like a stationary lunge position. Deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian squats. Those are going to be your cornerstone. Then at the end, you can throw in some leg extensions, leg curls, some finishing type movements like that. Even some leg press isn't bad. But the foundation should be squats and deadlifts, and that's true leg training, not poser leg training. So guys, you need to train your legs. It will help your upper body develop, and you'll have a more well-rounded physique, and you'll have a better foundation so your back and knees won't hurt you. That's number one. Number two is you have to balance your upper body training. Okay, beach day. I see guys that do 20 sets of chest and hardly any work on their upper back. And the problem with that is one is just kind of like the legs. It creates a poor, poor posture because you get your pecs all tight and your shoulders hunched forward. That doesn't look good. But you get your back big, your shoulders back, and your back's wide. That tapers down and makes your waist look better. That is a better look. And from a functional standpoint, when you have a strong upper back, you're going to have less neck pain, less shoulder problems. You're going to be stronger in your pecs because when you come down on a bench press, for instance, and you have at the bottom of that lift, your upper back is what is kind of stabilizing you at the bottom of the bench press. So a strong upper back will help the front lifts as well. You want to have balance from side to side. So I would actually almost do a 2-to-1 ratio of upper back and rear delt exercises to your pec exercises, all right? You don't need to beat the crap out of the pecs to get them to grow, but a lot of guys seem to think they got to do 5 different variations of chest press in the weight room, and that doesn't get it done. If you do a couple exercises and do them right, you'll actually see better development. A lot of times a body part doesn't grow because we just kill it to death, and pecs are one, biceps are another one. So it's about applying enough stimulus, but also being able to recover from that stimulus. So back off the pec training, focus more on the upper back and the rear delts. The rear delts, people don't realize that's a muscle group that gets neglected a lot, but that's what also helps round out your shoulders. A good rear delt development really helps create a nice upper back look and a good deltoid and a good rounded out deltoid in terms of definition and size. So make sure we're doing those type of lifts, those lat pulls, pull-ups, lots of rows, reverse flies, straight arm pull downs. Those are all good exercises to do for the upper back. And you can beat the heck out of the upper back much more so than the pecs. So quit getting grounded in the beach muscles. Focus on the upper back. Good posture always makes you look better. It makes you function better. You're stronger. So that's number 2. Number 3, question from one of my clients the other day I'm working with. He's a guy in his late 30s, and he said, I want to do more pecs to see the definition. My answer, all right, is if you want to see definition, nutrition. So often I see guys get frustrated and they complain that they're not getting results even though they hit the gym every week. And then you look at their nutrition, it's atrocious. And I could do a whole Facebook Live podcast, whatever, on nutrition, and I probably wouldn't even touch it. But the point is let's start with the basics, all right? Quit drinking beer multiple times a week, all right? I hear guys talk about that, same guys that complain about not seeing results. You're going to have to give something up. Beer is going to actually add a lot of extra calories. It's going to add a lot of extra water retention. It kills testosterone production. So if you're drinking the brewskis every night, not going to be very good for your results. All right. And also eating out all the time. I see guys justify they got to eat out because of clients, because of lunch. And that might be true some of the times, but you don't have a client every single day of the lunch. Most people don't. It means you might have to pack and bring your lunch. You might have to get your butt up early and make a good breakfast, or you might have to cook up some food. You need to make the effort on the nutrition, because if you don't do the nutrition part, you will never see the definition. I don't care how many pec flies you do, how many bench presses you do, you'll never see the definition in your pecs that you want, or your abs, or any part of those areas until you deal with your nutrition. And it has to be strict. And I'll just a couple pointers. A lot of times people ask me, like, well, how did you get so lean? It's eating a lot of the same things in similar amounts over and over again. Yes, it's boring, but it works. All right. And keep your list short. I mean, if you want to experiment and try different foods every night, it's going to be really hard to track that and monitor that. So keep your list short, eat similar things, track it on MyFitnessPal. I've talked about this. Set up some macros on MyFitnessPal, track them, and start to weigh yourself and look at yourself and see if you start to change, see if your weight starts to go down, see if you start to lean out. And if you don't, then adjust those macros down a little bit. And then I say macros, for people that don't know what those are: carbohydrates, proteins, and fat grams. And that all kind of leads into calories. So MyFitnessPal is a great tool for that. So you have to do, if you want to see the muscles, you have to deal with the nutrition. Okay, going out and having a turkey wrap at BW3s every day, or going out for dinner every night is not going to get it done. And I see guys do that a lot. And then there's also the rush out the door in the morning and skip breakfast. All right, you got to have a good breakfast. That's what gets your metabolism fueled. You have to put time into nutrition. If you half-ass your nutrition, you're going to get no results. All right, so I would say that's 70-80% of your results. So those are my 3 tips for tonight for guys. I see this happen a lot, but you have to deal with these things. These are just 3 of the things. There's more, and I'll probably do some more Facebook Lives on this, but I wanted to keep this fairly short. I am starting another round of my online training program. I'm taking on clients, Transform in 12. I have room for 3 people. If you're interested in online personal training, maybe you have a gym membership or you have a home gym and you're just like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I just kind of make the workout up as I go along. I'm going to the gym, but I'm not really seeing results. Definitely reach out to me and ask me about the Transform in 12. You can put it in the comment box below, or you can send me a direct message. But the Transform in 12 is a great program. And here's my daughter. And it's an online program of accountability as well as nutrition coaching. It has the whole gamut. So you have a structured plan, and we create order out of chaos. So I've actually got a visitor here, so it's time to go be a dad, but this is my Facebook Live, so I'm signing out.